carving out some time for myself to draw and paint is so therapeutic. It is like the best way to care for my soul. Hello and welcome to another episode of Art Journal with me. Today, I decided to just open up my art journal and squeeze out some paints and start painting. I really had zero idea what I was going to create in this time. What I do know is that I often use library books, drawing books for a little inspiration so that I don't have to think too hard or worry too much about the outcome. So on this day, I used a book called Kawaii Doodles by You. I will drop a link below so that you can see for yourself. It is a cute little book. It has kawaii doodles and it shows multiple things throughout life. Like you can draw people, you can draw animals, you can draw things that are around the house, like a couch. You can draw fish, you can draw a tiara. So after browsing through the book, I decided to just draw the things that call out to me. And I decided because I was picking out all the things that I liked in the book, I decided that I would follow a prompt called My Happy Place. So I will just be using the doodles I find in the book to create a painting of my happy place. So right now I am drawing some windows, some flowers, because for me, the perfect happy place is just a cozy spot inside, bookshelf full of books, a notebook, and a beautiful pen for me to write with. I don't know if my happy place includes me with a tiara, but I like being a little extra in the drawing. To me, wearing a tiara all day sounds kind of like a pain. But you know what? For the sake of this drawing, I'm going to be extra. It's like treating myself like a queen. I think it's more of a metaphor than an actual thing. I've been really enjoying the meditative act of painting. I am not trying to create brilliant art here. I'm just literally using it to color the specific color I like. I'm not even mixing paints. I'm using acrylic paints that it's like a giant set with like, I want to say like 30 or 50 colors. So I'm just kind of squeezing out the paint as I see fit. I'm not thinking too much about the color scheme, just having fun with it. And when I started this painting, I wasn't even thinking it was going to be anything elaborate. I started off using a stippling brush and just making a border, thinking that I would maybe just cover up the entire background. But after browsing through the doodling book, I decided to do this. And it was honestly so fun. The entirety of this drawing ended up taking 2 hours. I originally was going to make it a chat with me video as I painted live, but I realized very soon after that this painting was going to take me a lot longer and that I didn't have the energy to be talking for 2 hours straight. So here I am speeding it up and giving it a little voiceover. I decided to add a little drawing of, her name is Kimberly. She was my childhood doll, and she's one of the characters in my Hamletta cast. Painting the background, the windows, a purple. I've been really loving purple lately, and it's not a color that I've always been drawn to. There was a time in my life when I never used purple, and now I'm just really, really loving it. And that's the thing about art and colors and creativity. You evolve. Your creativity evolves, the way you draw evolves, and I think it's just a wonderful, beautiful process that unfolds as you continue using your creativity. And so I drew this little side table with a lamp and a little cup with a little face on it. I think the coziest thing I can think of is like a nice comfy couch with a yummy cup of coffee or tea. I would ideally have a cat next to me or a little pig or both, which is what I have drawn here. Don't ask me too much about the pig. It's an animal that I've loved my entire life. Their freaking snouts get me every time. I just think they are the cutest things. And yeah, I just really like pigs. Can't explain it. It's a thing. I also like to throw on a bow on my pigs. That's a thing too. Anyways, I just found the act of painting just carving out some time for myself to draw and paint is so therapeutic. It is like the best way to care for my soul. Like there's all the typical self-care tips of like, getting a massage or like putting on a face mask or buying the thing that helps your skin feel good, whatever it may be. But that's all like such a physical type of self-care. I really truly think in order to have a full, complete self-care routine, that you do need to have something to feed your soul. And for me, I have found is using my creativity. And for me, I really, really enjoy creating some form of art, a visual form of art. I have tried different things like crafting. While I like to craft, I find the act of finding all the materials to really overwhelm me. So like even with my kids, the act of trying to do different little craft activities or something, I don't know. It's like this weird mental block that I have. I'm working on it. But for me, it's so easy to just have all my paints here and all my paintbrushes here. And I literally come and sit down, open my journal, and just start drawing, painting. And for me, I really try to open the book without knowing what it is that I want to draw. I think there's a time and place to know what you want to draw, and then there's a time and place to take all that pressure off and to just open up the notebook and just start creating. And I think it's so amazing to discover what it is that you can create without knowing. Like, it's so much fun. It's so much fun to not know what you're creating. And so here is kind of my final drawing. I ended up using some acrylic paint markers to do some outlining to make things pop a little bit more. I used it to draw the glasses. But overall, this was just a wild, wild surprise for me. And I just freaking love it. It looked like a child drew it. That's my style. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this art journal with me. Follow along, subscribe for more art journaling content. I would love to have you in the Hamletta Studios community. You can also sign up for my newsletter. I try to send it every week or every other week, depending on what's going on in my life. I'm just a human exploring creativity. I also run an online membership called Art and Art Club, and I would love for you to join us. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.